Some music wasn't meant to be played, and I learned that too late. My name is Aaron. I used to believe that old houses only held memories, not the things that made them. But that was before I found the book on the piano. When my grandmother passed away, she left me her house, a creaking, dust-covered home at the edge of town. She'd been a piano teacher for most of her life, and her grand piano still stood in the parlor, exactly where it had been for decades. The keys were yellowed, a few cracked, and the smell of polished wood mixed with something else, like old paper that had been left too long in the dark. On my second night there, I noticed something new, a book sitting on the piano that hadn't been there before. It was bound in faded leather, no title, no composer name, just strange markings burned into the cover. I opened it, expecting music sheets. Instead, every page was filled with handwritten notes, uneven, frantic, like someone had written them in a hurry. At the top of the first page, a single sentence read, "Play it only when you are ready to hear them." I didn't understand what it meant, but curiosity always wins, doesn't it? That night, with only a single lamp lighting the room, I sat at the piano and began to play the first line. The melody was haunting, soft, uncertain, almost human. And then I heard it, a second piano note, not from me, echoing from somewhere upstairs. I stopped. Silence. When I looked down again, the next page of the book had turned on its own, another line of music. Against better judgment, I played that one too. This time, the air turned cold. The curtains lifted, though the windows were shut, and baned me. I swear I heard someone humming. A voice, old, cracked, familiar. It was my grandmother's favorite tune. I stood up fast, but the piano keys kept moving by themselves, hammering out the melody from the book faster and louder, until every light in the room flickered. And then silence. When I dared to look again, the book was closed, and a handprint, small, frail, was burned into the piano lid. I tried to leave, but the door wouldn't budge. Then I heard the voice, a whisper right behind me. "You finished the song." I turned, and there she was, my grandmother, pale and teen, her fingers hovering above the keys. Her eyes were empty, and her hands were bleeding. I ran upstairs, locked myself in her bedroom, and waited until morning. When I came down again, the book was gone. The piano was spotless. No handprints, no dust, no sign of her. But sometimes, at night, when the wind passes through the cracks in the walls, I still hear that melody, slow and deliberate, as if the piano is waiting for me to finish the song. Some songs aren't written to be played. They're written to bring something back.